Messy.
Just go straight to the point. It's messy. Talking about signs of an unfaithful partner. And we did a poll on Facebook or Instagram and Facebook actually. And here are some of the responses we got.
Let's do it. Bring it in.
Number 1, leaving the phone in the car.
So let's talk about that.
All right.
I'm calling you and I'm calling you and I'm calling you. You're like, oh, sorry, babe, I have my phone in the car.
I mean, I'm gonna be devil's advocate here because I kind of leave my phone in the car sometimes, like once in a while, like once in a million.
Girl,
I know.
girl. My phone is like, it's like glued to my.
It's an accessory. That's an accessory.
You're not gonna tell me, oh, I forgot my phone in my car. I don't think so. I had an instance with somebody close to me that I know. They are now divorced. Unfortunately, they were married. Her partner, it's a she. Her partner, would put like turn off the phone and put it in the glove box when they were together, like if they were like to hang out or whatever. And she was saying, "But why are you doing that?" Oh, because it's just family time. Okay, and this person worked in construction. Like they're not gonna be blowing you up. It's not like you're an executive that is constantly emailing you and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or texting you or calling you. Like, well,
I would think I'm the one that's always calling you. Why do you have the phone in the car? I mean, who else? Your mom, your sister? What are we talking about? What?
Exactamundo. So that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Yeah, no, turned out he was cheating.
Damn.
Yep.
That
Damn. And she knew. You know what she did?
Oh shit.
Followed his ass one day. Said, wait a minute now. What's going on? And he said he was working. He was not working. And sure enough, he was not working. His car was parked at a residential area. Okay. And then I can tell the rest of the story. But they're not together today. So, yep, cheating. Nope. Do not leave your phone in the car.
Unless you want to leave a big red flag.
Gals and boys. Yes. If you want to
Just don't cheat. Just don't cheat. Just don't cheat.
Yeah, I don't see the point. It's so much work. Can I tell you? Well, I don't know. Cut it out.
Okay.
Let's go to commercial.
Okay. Moving on.
I'm just saying. No, I'm serious though. Let me finish my thought. Okay. It is truly a lot of work. Okay, so technically it's like another job, right?
It is.
It's another job. Like, how can you be in a relationship with somebody and then decide to have technically another relationship with somebody else or multiple or 2 or 3 other people? It's still a relationship because
it just sounds like a full-time job. It's just
overtime, girl. Overtime. Like, it's not even a full-time job. It's overtime. Like, you're putting so much work. At some point, you're going to slip.
Yeah.
With the lies and the hiding stuff and all the technology you have to use. And I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, it's just too much.
Yeah.
And I mean,
some people are professional at it. Girl. I mean, I will say, from people I know, they can just lie to you with no problem, like no problem, just like another conversation. Come up with lies on the spot. And how people do it, I mean, I guess
Yeah.
if you've been lying for so long, you start believing all your lies. So,
I was just gonna say that it messes up with your mental health,
yeah.
with your mental stability. When you start telling lies, and then all of a sudden you want to argue with somebody about the lie that you just said. That's a fucking lie. Like what? That's not even real. It did not exist. It was created in your world of nonsense.
Imaginary world.
Like
The
what?
world of cheating. All right, so let's move on to the next comment. So this one goes in line with what I told you about an interesting topic on Facebook. Someone responded that they got a message from the person that their significant other was cheating on them with.
Oh.
So,
well, good for her for shit, or him for reaching out, right?
Yeah. But that's messy.
Okay, so what was it? So what was the comment?
I got a message from the person who was cheating on my boyfriend, who was with my boyfriend, and found out that he had. That's the comment.
Your boyfriend? Whose boyfriend?
The comment. Focus.
I've been giving you a hard time.
It's okay. All right. So, what would you do if you got a message from someone that said you're cheating or you're in a relationship with your boyfriend, and you found out about
You know what? I need proof. Women and men nowadays, they're trifling. Okay,
I've
lived that. You know, it's some people want to see you be successful in your relationships, and some people don't.
Yeah.
You know, claro y pelao. There's some haters out there. You will always have haters, especially when you have it good, and just to cut it short. And there's some people that are being honest, and you could tell when someone is being honest.
Yeah.
For me, I want proof. Show me proof.
Yeah.
You know, because you just, at this point, your word is not enough. And there's just it's so easy nowadays for people to lie.
Yeah.
And get under your skin. But also we do have the platforms to use to be honest if we choose to. So if that's real, if that was true, and that woman or man, you said that it was a girl, right?
Yeah.
Okay. If she was being honest and saying, you know what, let me have that sense of community and camaraderie, and say, you know what, I would not like that to be done to me. Hey, this happened to me, and I'm with your man.
Groups. And that is why there's groups, that Facebook group I told you about. And I think every city has this. There's like a group chat or a group Facebook group saying, and people posting pictures of these people that they see on dating apps saying, is this anybody's man? Or this person seems so good to be true, but then something doesn't.
That's so stressful. This is why I don't date on apps.
Yes.
Anyway, dating in general nowadays is just overrated. What's going on with the world? Might as well just be single and just live your life. I love when a person is honest with what they want.
Yeah.
You know, instead of entertaining and wasting other people's times. You know what?
That's the thing right there. Why would you want to waste someone's time? I mean, granted, the person who's cheating is already selfish as it is, so that doesn't matter. But at the same time, like, if you're the cheater, why would you want to waste someone's time?
That's what I'm saying.
That you can easily let them go, so they can actually find someone that actually deserves them. Yeah, not you.
Yeah. Or be honest. Listen. You don't lose anything from being honest. From the get-go.
I mean, you could, depending
on the situation, right? Depending on the situation. If you've been in a relationship for 10 years or married, excuse me, and you choose to say, hey, you know what? Perhaps I just need a break. I'm not ready for this, X, Y, and Z, and I would like to just explore myself and other people, or explore other people or possibilities or whatever it may be. I want to have fun. Yeah. So make it plain. plain and simple, right? That's hard. But when you're starting a relationship with somebody, dude, like be upfront. Don't be like, oh no, because I want you and this and that and that. And people do it. What was the word that we were using last year that was thrown out at us a bunch of times still this year? You're queen. Queen.
Oh,
Queen. Queen.
beautiful.
This,
Hi,
queen.
queen.
That. Beautiful. Hi,
Hey,
queen.
mama. Hey, beautiful. Hey, beautiful.
Mommy this, mommy that. Hey, it's
Oh,
all
I
good.
see. I see you there. We can talk about how many things we got on DMs.
Exactly. Yeah, a lot.
And
But
when you know, and then when you click on it, you're like, this person is married. Okay, block.
Yep. Exactly.
No comment.
Mm-hmm.
Just and it's sad though. It's sad to see that. And if you're, let's stay on track. Stay on track.
No, you're no. Go finish your thought. Finish your thought.
If you're in a happy situation, a happy relationship, like you're like everything is good, why would you want to fuck that shit up and get in someone's DM or comment on someone as beautiful that you know is single? First of all, or you know, like there's no pictures of anybody as that they're with anybody. It's like, oh, it's safe. I want to do that.
Well,
I mean,
there's a lot of okay. So, like you're saying, I'm gonna play devil's advocate here, and then I'm gonna be a bitch. Okay. So number one is sometimes if we're in a relationship, especially long-term relationships, I would say, or not, and I'm not talking about long-term like 20 years or whatever, like maybe, yeah, sure, whatever.
No, let's just start with 3 years. 3 years.
2 years
Because
and
we're talking about people who are still, because let's face it, there's
2 years and up. 2 years.
Let's say 2 years and up.
2 years and up. So, and you're fighting for your relationship in a way, not necessarily fighting, but you're not getting what you want from it. You've communicated it. You still love this person, vice versa. But you know, it's just it's kind of like, what's going on? Are you here? Are you there? You know, and then the person won't let go. Right? Like, okay, well, you know what? Let's go our separate ways. No, because I love you, blah, 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 blah. Whatever, right? The other person is gonna, the one that is not getting that enough affection, that enough attention from their partner, the time that they deserve as a partner, unconsciously they're gonna try looking for it from somebody else.
Yeah,
it's the law of nature. That's what we do.
Yeah.
And it may not be necessarily to deliberately go and cheat on the person. It may be a very sexy post. You know, now with social media, we have the ability to do whatever we want. It could be a sexy post. It could be like, oh, let me slide into somebody's DM, or let me text this person that likes me just because I want them to flirt with me to make me feel better, type thing. You know what I'm saying? Or let me just wear this sexy outfit. I know I'm going somewhere, and there may be some like good looking girls, good looking guys. You see what I'm saying? It's just getting that validation that I'm not getting from my partner, even though I don't really need it from my partner, but that's my partner.
That's another topic. Getting attention from your partner, that's another topic.
But you understand what I'm saying, though? And so that's when things like that happen, because there's trauma in the relationship already.
Yeah.
That's trauma. That's a trauma in the relationship. That's a problem in the relationship that needs to get fixed.
Yeah, it's the thing of you want to go where the grass is green, but when you in reality you have to water your own grass. Simple.
Well,
Simple.
Sometimes you mow it and you water it, and
stop.
That bitch still growing fucking weeds. I'm just saying. Yes. Okay. Now, on the other side, there's some people that just have low self-esteem, and enough is not enough. Nothing is ever enough. And so they go and keep looking, and they
need that validation.
Even like 3 or 4 partners at a time, having someone at home. It's the truth. It's the truth, because they need that validation. They need to have their self-esteem and their ego boosted, and they feel that even though they have it good, they have, let's say they have a home or a solid relationship with someone, with their partner.
Yeah.
But it's not enough because it has nothing to do with their partner. It has all to do with themselves and how they feel. And so this is the part that really gets me upset is, well, now you're being selfish because this person is so into you, wanting a life with you or whatever, right? Because you're selling them dreams, right?
Yeah.
Loyalty. Yeah. You're selling them dreams because that's what you're used to. So you become disconnected from the reality in some way when you do things like this, because you're so focused on feeding your ego and making yourself feel loved, because perhaps you didn't have enough love growing up.
Yeah.
Maybe you do not have enough love from your parents or from your past relationship, and so you feel the need to be, like we call it, picando flor. Picando flor is like a bee. You know how bees go from one flower to the other?
Yeah.
Right, to feel alive, to get that honey, right? that nectar. Come on, man. So if you're not ready, this is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you're not ready for a relationship and you want to be like the bees, then go be like the bees, boo boo, and get all the nectar you want.
But be honest about it. Be open about that.
Be responsible.
Let that person decide if they're going to be okay with that. Because number one, it's not safe. Number two, it's not fair to the person that's being faithful and loyal. And number three, like that's gotta do something to your mind. And the other thing could be, they can be addiction related. I'm sure I know a few people that it's an addiction, just like to porn, and they take it further and go do that.
Yep, I agree.
Right. So next one, this is one I've experienced in the past. Personally, gaslighting. They accuse you of cheating.
Ugh. Haven't we all gone through that?
Oh yes. Oh, girl. What are you doing?
Who's texting you at this time? Why is your phone ringing? Who's calling you? Somebody's calling you. What the fuck is the notification? The ring alarm.
You didn't answer fast enough. Where are you? You're extra friendly to that coworker of yours.
Let me tell you what I seen a post on Instagram today. It's so funny.
What?
It said toxic. There was the title of that. It said toxic. There's this lady. The guy's coming from work and he's walking, and he's like, and he's recording and he zooms in. I'm like, what is he zooming in? The sky? His wife waiting on the roof of the house, waiting for him like this because he was 5 minutes late from work, just to see like where was he coming from, like peeping him. Okay, so for our audience here, like it may not be, it was not an American roof. It was in the Caribbean or in Central America. The roofs are different. They're solid. I just gotta make it clear so people can picture it, right? Like the roofs over there are completely different than here. Yeah. So goes to tell you, if you are in a relationship where your man is cheating or your woman is cheating all the time or have been unfaithful in the past, and you cannot get past that, let it go. It's not healthy for you.
No.
It is difficult. It's not as easy as it sounds. We've lived it. I've lived it. You're married, you have kids, and things happen. Nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
But man, if it's a choice that you make to stay, just like the choice that you make if you want to leave, you should leave. If you know you can't accept what just happened and you can see past it, it's not good for you. It's not good for your mental health. It's not good for your health. It's not good for the other person either. They're going to be miserable the rest of their life.
So I guess this is a question though. if you have been in a situation where you've been cheated on quite a bit, and that's all you know, every single thing that you've been in that you've been cheated on, what would you say to that person to move on and they get in a happy relationship? I mean, that's going to be in their thoughts, saying in their mind that, oh, this person's probably going to do the same thing, or they're going to look for the same signs that they saw in a past thing. And I think for me, what I've done is I have communicated, hey, this right here, what you're doing, it makes me think this. And it's growth for me is being able to communicate what things are trigger for me and what I need from you. And if that's too much, then I mean that's the conversation I think you need to have if you've been in a previous situation where you've been cheated on, what it is that you need to have that solidarity.
Real. That's real.
But on the other side though,
she said the other side. There's always another side.
If you communicate that what you need, and that person, brand new person, like, oh, I gotta do this and do this so she doesn't catch me.
Yeah, they use it against you. Like, oh, you're telling me this? I know what to do next time.
Yeah.
Cleverness.
Yeah. And that's the fucked up thing about it. And you just gotta hope that person that you're dating or seeing is a good person. And eventually you'll see things, you'll see different things.
Yeah.
You'll see it. Yeah. But I mean,
honestly, to your point, you never know.
Yeah. And that's the thing. You have to go in. If you have been in a situation where you've been cheated on, you have to be able to accept that. That is a possibility, that because humans are human. It's human nature.
Exactly.
It's a choice for someone to stay loyal to you, no matter what the situation, how far, how many times you see them, how much reassurance you get. It can happen. And once you accept that, and if you can't accept that, you're not ready to be in a relationship. You're just
absolutely. No,
I will personally say I was not ready to be in a relationship in different situations, and I found out the hard way based on how I reacted from triggers after.
But don't you think that we will always have a trigger?
We will, but I didn't make my peace with it at the time. Okay. I didn't make my peace with it.
Yeah.
And because I didn't, I immediately went there.
Yeah.
Went there. And it's not healthy.
It's not
healthy for the new person that you're seeing. It's not fair to the new person. It's just something you have to come to terms with. And if it's not like, oh, I'm not going to ever come to terms with that, that's great.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But you may inadvertently be pushing someone away if you're doing this to someone that's never ever, like, they've been completely great to you, but then you're questioning everything. Well, why?
Yeah.
But why?
Yeah, no, you are completely correct. And to your point, I wanted to say that one of the things also that can affect, and then we'll switch up. But to your point where you were mentioning, is the fact that for people that have been victims of infidelity,
cheating,
you know, once they separate with the aggressor, let's call it like, let's make it naughty. It can take some time. The longer we take, though, to try to get back on the wagon, the harder it gets. Because in the meantime, and I'm telling you from experience, the meantime, I'm just pondering of what happened, aside from healing.
Yeah.
Healing about it and all this other stuff, and it may be very well, I might be doing phenomenal. And then the minute that I have the ability, or I have the opportunity to perhaps dale el ojo bonito, like people say, like, give somebody the winky eye, I get afraid, because now all this fear comes to me, like, oh my cheat on me, they're gonna lie to me, and all this other stuff, and they probably have a girlfriend or boyfriend, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so the longer we wait, the longer we prolong to be with someone after we were cheated on.
Mm-hmm.
It truly, the longer is to heal. Sometimes it takes another human being to heal us. Okay, I now want to know why you're smiling. Okay. It's true. I'm not speaking.
You're right.
I'm not speaking by experience myself, but people that I've known around me. And their relationships have been very successful. You know, everyone's different, yes. But me personally, the longer I took to start dating after I separated, based on everything that happened, the more anxiety I got. And the more frustration I got. And the more doubts I got. And like, this is not me. I'm not enjoying myself dating. Yeah. I'm not enjoying myself being myself because I'm so guarded that I don't want to get hurt. I'm so guarded that this person might do X, Y, and Z. You know, it's like it's a buildup. You know, I'm not talking about, oh, you broke up today and in a week you're like with somebody else. That's not what I mean.
Yeah. Honestly, I think it also depends on how soon after you found out someone cheated on you. Because in different situations, in a relationship, you can go through that person cheated on you and then you stayed in the relationship, but then through trying to make things work, you're making that peace before you actually decide to, okay, this is it. So by the time you actually are done, you're at peace. You're like, whatever, you are going to do this. And I think that for me is probably whatever situation happened, I'm not going to go into detail, but I made my peace with that relationship before I actually decided to leave. Because I needed to leave in like with a peace of mind that this is not going to work. This, no matter, it was just basically where I'm at. And what I'm saying was, when it comes to infidelity, it's important to take that time. Because if you go right after, you're going to, and it doesn't matter how long you wait. It doesn't, because I was single for a while. It didn't matter how long I think the longest has been 3-4 years, and it was still a trigger to me. Didn't matter how long it was. And then I dated someone right after. It still didn't matter how long it was. It's just, it was a mental game. It was a mental game that I needed to do the work on, to be able to be okay.
Yeah. What's the next question? What is the next?
The next one is
response you got.
This one says a Leo.
Oh boy.
Here we go.
I've dated a Leo before.
I have not.
They are cheaters. They are.
Okay.
They are. Well, so they did not get to cheat on me.
Wait, what is a Leo? What is a Leo again? Is that right now?
July.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, I got stories.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, no, not a very interesting person. So I would never, ever again did a Leo in my life. Thank you very much. Let's move on. I agree with that comment. Thank you. Goodbye.
Honestly, I think it depends on who, if someone that you've been with, it doesn't matter what zodiac sign. Oh, they're gonna name that zodiac sign whoever cheated on them, and it's always gonna be on their mind.
Of course, it's just talking crap. But when we're talking about zodiac signs, I can tell you, for you listeners out there, who I like, compatible to me, to us, because you're a Taurus too. Just saying. Okay, so I'm not gonna. You know what? Let's not make this public.
Let's not talk about zodiac signs. No. Honestly, it depends on the person. It does not depend on the zodiac sign. Okay. Leave
Next
it at
thing you
that.
know, we'll be singing the Tyrese song. Making I zodiac freak, I'm looking for signs of love making.
So.
The signs of love making.
Yeah.
We don't
Okay.
know what they are. Listen to the song, people. I met a Scorpio.
And
Oh
for
my
you
God.
younger listeners, look it up. Look it up.
Exactly. Tyrese, people. Signs of love making. Okay.
Yes. All right. So one of the last ones is they start acting different.
Oh yeah.
That for me is that's the top one. Stop acting different. They start treating you different. They're not doing all the same things. Granted, it's not sustainable to do all the same things all the time. It's not.
Behavior is
However,
different,
yeah, behavior meaning all the phone thing, leaving the phone in the car, leaving the phone at work, or whatever, anything that's out of normal. But granted, if something happens different, things are changing, communicate, because things can happen in life. Things happen in life. We all change, we all grow. We're supposed to grow. But where it's to a point where they're not acting like themselves, and you know when someone's acting different.
Absolutely.
I can't explain different behaviors because it will look different to everybody. Because some behaviors that seem like a cheater might be their normal behavior. So I can't say
absolutely.
that.
But you know what you know. You know what you know, even if something is off, regardless of whether they're being unfaithful or not. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so as you know, and I know you are the same way, we are very observant people. Like very to the T. I mean, you won't even notice I'm observing you. I process your behavior. I memorize it. I learn it. So when something is off, even when you don't show it, I see it.
Yeah.
Because I've learned your behavior. And so even the smallest thing, so you can play it out all you want, whatever the situation may be, but I'm going to figure it. I'm going to find out. I'm going to sense that. I'm going to feel it. Something's off. Right. And I think that's a thing that, not to take credit, but most women have. Right.
Yeah.
And because we are very attentive, nurturing human beings. Women are.
Yeah.
And naturally, we tend to pick up on those things. Right. Men, maybe not so much as us. Again, going back to our nature. Right. I
think it depends on, I would say, I want to say zodiac signs because that's kind of a lot. Every Taurus I've ever met, they are very observant. They're very intuitive. They pick up on things, on feelings, on everyone I've ever met that's been a Taurus. It's the same. However, I will say it's a nice feeling when the person that you're talking to is recognizing everything about you. I'm not saying obsessive. I mean, if you're obsessive,
absolutely,
that's fine. So it can be any sign. However, when you pay attention to all the things for the right reasons, you start noticing the things that are off. It happens. That's why sometimes I've been told I'm a lie detector. No, I just pay attention. I might be quiet, I might be shy, but I know I've been watching and listening. I'm a good listener. I pay attention to what you're saying and what you're not saying.
Yeah.
And when you're not saying it, those are the things that you start to notice, and then you start questioning. And I think through the years I've grown where my questioning used to be accusatory versus I'm just curious. Why do you do that? Why do you do this a certain way? I want to know because I don't want to assume things, because in past I have gotten myself in trouble of accusing someone and insulted someone for doing something that was a trigger for me. Now,
Right.
as an older person, I'm not that old, but matured in
Oh, you're so
relationships.
old. You old. I'm gonna get you a little.
I'm not old. Okay. You, what was I saying? I'm having a
Nothing.
moment
Just
now. What the fuck was I
bullshit.
saying?
You saying
I'm
some
not.
bullshit.
I'm not old. I'm not old, but I can't remember what I was saying.
So focused on being old. No, how you are wise enough to know now not to investigate or come
Yes.
off as you're investigating and questioning someone, but more about being curious about how they
Yes.
actually feel.
Yes.
That's important. That's very important.
It's important not just to be curious, but to find out. And the only way you can find out about someone, to learn about someone, to embrace that person, you have to ask questions, because what you see on the cover is not what you get. Because so many people, there's so many damaged people out there that you have to work on peeling the onion off that person, because they might have that they're protecting themselves. And I'll say this from personal experience. Wall up, protecting myself, because I don't give all of myself to anyone. If I finally peel the onion from me, it's because I'm starting to trust you. And through that trust, I only gain trust from the questions, from the things that I learn about you. To figure out if you're trustworthy or not. And that's the thing about, if you've ever dated someone that's been that's experienced infidelity in the past, you have to understand that they're gonna overthink. They're gonna think a lot of different things. So if you know that and they communicate that about their past situation, it's not gonna be easy at first. It's gonna take a lot of communication, a lot of patience. But you also have to do your part too. You know?
Let's flip the coin though.
Okay.
How about the cheaters being in a relationship, finally trying to settle down, right?
I think this is something that we need to have a guest on, because I want to hear from someone who's cheated on someone, like, openly. I think that would be good to have that person to talk about. You
know what? At the end of the day, there's something that I shared with someone not long ago. And I said, this person shared with me, oh, I've been married for 26 years now. Wonderful, beautiful couple. And we're messing around, just kidding, like, just talking smack.
Okay.
And I said to this person, oh yeah, no, I would never do that because X, Y, and Z, blah, 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 blah. And I love my husband and all this other stuff. And I said, but you just like literally commented on and shared with me certain things about something that you liked about, fantasized about someone else. That's cheating. The minute that you cross that line, so people don't understand, and this is in the Bible, all right? You don't have to literally, physically have intercourse. Well, you don't have to have intercourse with somebody to cheat. You can cheat on somebody emotionally, mentally. The minute that you leave your circle of your relationship in your realm, you are being unfaithful because you're fantasizing about someone other than your partner. That is cheating. Period. Regardless of how much you love, that doesn't mean you don't love them. That doesn't mean you don't want to be with them, but you're cheating. So for everyone out there talking about, I've never cheated. Yeah, you have. If you had a wet dream with somebody else, it's because you've been entertaining it. You've cheated. That's all I'm saying. You texting with another girl, with another guy, you're cheating. Just saying. You're entertaining some like DMs that somebody's sending you, or some picture somebody's liking of you, you're cheating.
Or another one that's in the last 10 years, Snapchat.
Oh
You
my
get a Snapchat
goodness.
from random person or someone that you know is, or anybody, because it can be someone that's in a relationship and you would have no idea.
Still, there's a lot of trifling people that like we going back to the beginning of this conversation.
Yeah.
They would do that on purpose because they don't want to see you happy, and they start flirting for no reason just because you are in the situation that you are today. They never looked at you before, but now they want to look at you. Now they want something with you. Now you want something with me. Why? Why? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it's a matter of it's we are responsible for our actions and for our feelings and for what we do and what we don't.
Definitely.
And
100%.
we can't sit here. Absolutely. We can sit here and say, you know what, we've never cheated. Heck yeah, we have. Maybe not to the point, maybe not intercourse, maybe not a kiss.
Maybe, yeah. But if you're having an emotional relationship with someone, or even talking to someone online, you're just
flirting with somebody at work or at a bar or at a restaurant or at the store, or just as simple as looking at somebody's butt. Like, damn. I know I do that quite a bit. I gotta stop. But there's some fine looking men. I'm just like, thank you, Lord, for their mama who lo parió. You know, it's not cheating, people. I'm just saying sometimes you just have to admire. That's all. I'm kidding. Anyway. But yes, no, seriously. Willing it back. Willing it back.
I was gonna say, let's focus. Let's focus here. So the
just
signs,
going back
the
to
signs of infidelity. Going back to the signs of infidelity.
Yeah. There's many, and it really depends on the person, right? It depends on the partner, or it depends on yourself if you are the cheater. You know.
Yeah.
Being a cheater, you can also have the same doubts as a person that has been cheated on.
Yeah.
Period. Why?
Yeah.
Because you've done it so much, now you're doubting somebody else. Especially somebody that never gives you trouble. What? You're not giving me trouble? You're not giving me headaches?
What's going on?
Something.
Yeah. Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
You're guilty of something. What are you doing? Yeah.
Let me look at your phone.
How many people have been through that? I mean, I would love to hear that comment.
Girl.
Send us your comments. Send us your messages. What has been your experience with this? And how did you act on it? Or didn't? How did you feel? Like, I would love to hear your experience on this. And maybe this can be a part 2 of the signs of infidelity.
Yeah. I honestly think we'll cheat. Nobody's not guilty of this. Period.
When you put it, especially in social media, being as it is,
accessible.
Yes. Unless you can, because of how it is, you can't really. I mean, unless you have all the time in the world, you're gonna check your person's Instagram and all their activity of what they've liked, what they've commented on. Like that's a second job. Why would you want to do that?
Not even. There's people that hack into it. What? They have ways to check what they like, what they don't like, who they're chatting with, who they're commenting. It's ridiculous. Like, if you're gonna be with somebody, a woman or man,
if you're doing all that work and you're number one, you don't trust them.
I might as well get paid for it. That's what I'm saying. If you're not gonna give me no money, but that's another full-time job. If I need to constantly check what you're doing, you gotta give me your password. I gotta give you mine. No, this is my phone. You don't pay for my phone. This is my stuff.
Yeah,
you don't have the right to touch my stuff. I don't have the right to touch your stuff because I don't pay for it. Even if I pay for it, or even if they pay for it.
Everyone deserves privacy. There has to be boundaries. And I think the moment you feel like you want to check someone's phone on what they're doing,
girl,
it's already done.
Trouble. Yeah.
It's already
done. It goes downhill after that.
Yeah. Because then you're just going to question everything. and you're gonna want to check it every single time, and you're gonna try to make. I've been there. It's not fun, and obviously it didn't work out. So if you're in a situation where you're trying to check someone's phone, no.
Yeah. Well, and if you feel, and you know what, let me give you some advice. If you feel like somebody's cheating on you, just go cheat again. Just go cheat back. I'm kidding. I'm just
Don't
saying.
do that. Don't do that. Two wrongs do not make a right. Two wrongs do not make a right. I wonder who's the devil angel here.
It's the alcohol talking. I'm just saying, if you feel like it, might as well. You only live once, YOLO. No, I'm kidding. Please don't do that.
No,
because it damages you. It damages you in the long run.
Yeah.
And you actually have to focus on yourself. It might just be good for the moment, but it's not good for the long run. And you want something that's going to be best for you in the long run, not something that's going to be for you for the moment. Yes. And so if the person that you are with or the person that you're talking to it's showing you signs that they're not serious with you, that they might be with other people, or maybe talking to other people, or they're cheating on you. If you guys are in a relationship, confront it, address it, have the conversation, let them know why. Perhaps it's something else. Perhaps it is what it is. They are probably cheating or talking to other people, or they're not happy with you, whatever it may be. Have the conversation, communicate. And even if at that point you still feel like they're being trifling and lying about it, then you know what, it's your choice whether to accept it or move on. Because at the end of the day, it's only going to affect you and your mental health and your balance emotionally, than staying with them and saying, you know what, they cheated on me, I'm gonna cheat on them. That's ridiculous. Like you're saying, two wrongs don't make a right. And honestly, it was literally a joke. Like, that's dumb, that's silly to say. It shouldn't happen. Yeah. And so it's your decision of what you want to do. You know what you know who you have, you know who you're getting with. People talk.
But then what if you don't know anybody that knows that person?
You still know other people's actions. It's not like you haven't lived. It's not like you were born yesterday.
Yeah, that's true. That's
true. You know, even teenagers know when somebody else is cheating on them.
Oh, teenagers. Is like, come on. High school, everybody knows everything. Teenagers,
dude. Like, so Generation X, right? Generation Z's. Sorry, Gen Zers. I apologize. I said that wrong. Please don't cancel me. I'm millennial. Okay, I know. Next thing you know, you calling me a boomer. I'm not a boomer. Millennial. Okay. Let's keep it real. Focus. Let's focus up in here. But again,
honestly,
it's a choice.
I'm gonna take a pause though. The younger generation, I give them more props. They're more they're more confrontational when it comes to situations like that. And I love that. They're
more vocal. You know why? You know what I've learned? I've studied them because I've had to, and because it's fascinating how the generation, I know we're getting off topic here a little bit, but the generation today, the Gen Zers, the upcoming adults, they are not afraid of speaking up, expressing themselves.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. In a way that can be, you know, like us millennials, we're more conservative. Like, yeah, we like speaking up. We shake some tables, you know, a few tables if we need to. But we know the consequences of that. And they will balance it out and decide, do we go left? Do we go right? Is it worth continuing to shake this table, right?
Yeah.
For them, they're like, no, we're going to shake this table until it falls down. It's my way or the highway, okay? Because it's what I believe in, okay?
Yeah.
And that's fine in a way, because it does drive results.
It does.
Positive results and sometimes negative results. But it does expose a lot of things that a lot of us in our generation don't want to see. Like when it comes to relationships, I love how open they are and say things how they want and things how they should be. without
Yeah.
being afraid. Because honestly, again, we literally, I know this is gonna sound like a cliche, we only live once, and it's true. And I've shared this with my partner, past partner, not my ex-husband. Just give it away. And I said, actually, scratch that. Scratch that. Giovanni, edit this out. I'm gonna re-say it. Okay. Okay. So
Let's make sure. We don't want to tell everything.
we don't want to tell people I'm in a relationship. What? No, nobody needs to know none of that shit. I'm not. I'm single and mingling. Lying. Anyway, so like I was
I see the sorry moment.
I had a funny moment. I had to think about it. Okay. So what I was saying was, I share with someone this. You're not ready for a relationship and you want to just explore. That's okay.
Yeah.
But not being honest about it and going behind my back about it is going to be a problem. Because it doesn't solidify our connection. It destroys it. Because there are folks that I know that want to have a connection with me. And because I'm going to be upfront. And they're okay not being in a relationship. These are adults like us. Say, you know what?
I'm an adult.
We're all adults. If you're a teen, you're an adult. So I guess we're taking off of the Gen Zers. But you have to be honest. You have nothing to lose.
Yeah. So you don't know. They might be in the same mindset of you, and but you would know if you don't communicate. And if the worst case scenario is, oh, this person wants to be serious, then that gives you a chance to say and think, is this what I want or not?
Exactly.
Is this the person? And because sometimes it takes that wake up call, that person say, no, it's either all or nothing. Mm-hmm. It kind of, if all you've done is just date and just kind of test things, and you finally have someone that says, no, this is what I want. If you can't do that, if you can't be that person, then we can't be together. Mm-hmm. That can be that wake up call
Exactly.
And that's good.
That's good.
And I want to say, and wrap it up, the signs.
Stop. I really have to pee. I'll be right back.
I'll pause it.
Pause.
All right. So there's something that I saw on Instagram. It said, I do not support side chick behavior. If you're a female talking to someone knowing they have a woman, and it just really says a lot about your worth and your respect that you have for yourself. Y'all think that it's really, you did something that you probably shouldn't do, and it just makes you easy, regardless of whether you owe that person loyalty, as a woman or as a man. You should want better for yourself. Mm-hmm. So if you don't want something done to you, don't do it. Don't be that side person. Don't be the person that initiates infidelity, because you're worth more than that too.
Girl, some people don't care. They don't care. Some people feed off of it. They love it. They like it. They like the thrill. Maybe they're getting money. We call them chapeadores, chapeadoras, like gold diggers. And that could be men and women, So it's like, some people do not care.
Yeah.
They don't have any type of
conscience.
Exactly. And so, yeah, that's true. But then there's always that side of some people just don't care, and that's what they like because they don't want to settle. But then when they're ready to settle, let me tell you all the problems they're gonna have in that relationship. Because again, going back to, and you said that you wanted someone here to come and talk about that side of their story. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
so you've done that, you've lived that. How does it feel now that you're in a relationship? How is that working out for you?
Yeah.
Right?
I'd love to hear that side, that point of view.
It's traumatic.
Yeah.
It's traumatic. It's good to be on the other side of the fence. You know, it's really good to just be on the other side of the fence. So, well,
This
this
is
is
good
really,
talk.
this
Good
is a
talk.
very
Good talk.
good talk conversation. Thank you everyone who submitted their answers. I know
Yes.
there's more that we couldn't get through today, but this is a fun topic, and we will continue to. We'll actually try to get the other side, whoever would like to
Comment.
admit.
You can stay anonymous. You can stay anonymous, and
Yeah.
we'd just like to hear your input.
Yeah, it's anonymous. And if you'd
Yes.
like to come on the show and kind of share that side of, that side of the cheating, the infidelity part, we would love to have you. And so
we don't have to feature you. You can just have your camera off if you want to share your input. We'll protect that too, but it will be great to get that input.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for listening, and please subscribe, share it with your friends,
save, comment, share,
and please continue to send us all of your feedback. We look forward to all of your ideas and your comments about all of the topics that we share here, that we talk about, and also new topics that you'd like for us to discuss and do research on. So,
yeah,
thank you so much for listening.
Thank you.